Hello everyone, how's it going? It's the professional here. So normally every Tuesday I would give you guys a new vehicle review, but unfortunately Rockstar didn't release any new vehicles today. They just released the Transform races. So we might as well give the Transform races a try, and I'll do a little bit of a race here, and we'll do a little bit of review and talking about exactly what happens in these races. I am kind of disappointed because I knew that the Transform races were coming out today, but I was disappointed that they didn't release a new air vehicle or a new car, the Cyclone. They could have at least released the Sea Breeze or the Cyclone along with it, like one of the vehicles, but now they're just trying to stretch it out, and we're gonna have to wait a whole week to get the next vehicle, which is kind of disappointing. They could have released both at the same time. But now let's get on to the races. I would like to thank Empire and Miss Malicious for also participating in this race with me. So basically, the races start out in the same formula as a lot of the stunt races. You start out on land. You start out usually start out with a land vehicle, whether it's a car or a bike, and you're just going down a similar stunt race tracks, very similar ones that you had in the other races. And 20% into the race, your vehicle changes. It transforms from a car to a plane to a motorcycle to a helicopter to a boat. So it'll turn into any one of those things, and a lot of times they'll keep going back and forth. And some of these races can be very long. And I highly recommend that if you are hosting these races, do not do more than 2 laps. Do not do more than 2 laps. One of the races, I did 3 laps, thinking that the race wasn't going to be that long. It took so long. Like, some of these laps are so long. I believe in this race, I have to hit 80 checkpoints before I finish the first lap. So I highly recommend, if you are playing one of these, don't do more than 2 laps. Don't, because these races are going to take too long, and they're just going to stress you out, and it's going to be really annoying. And if I put 4 laps on this race, for instance, I'd probably have to be racing around 20 minutes, between 15 to 20 minutes. I'd have to be racing if I put on 4 laps on this. So a lot of these laps, they're way too long. Now, what do I personally think of this? And I'm going to say this honestly, I've never been a big fan of the stunt races. I've never really liked the stunt races, never really enjoyed them. I did enjoy them, but only when I played with friends and subs. I hated playing with randoms. I absolutely hated playing with randoms, and I refuse to play with randoms. And the reason I don't do races of randoms, I'll only do them if they're non-contact races. And 95% of the time when you join randoms on these races, they refuse to do non-contact because they want to play dirty. And basically the races go from who has the best skill, who can finish the quickest. It goes from who can play the dirtiest. That's basically how these races go. So I agreed with my friends here. Nobody was going to be playing dirty, and unfortunately in these races it didn't let me turn on non-contact. So it's like this. And what I've noticed here is that I have now my custom Molotov, because I do own a Molotov, and it changed to my custom vehicle. So whatever custom air vehicle, if you have a custom Havoc, custom Molotov, whatever it is, the air vehicle, it's going to change to that custom variant that you have, and that's going to give you an advantage over other players. And what I do like about these races is that they do require a more particular set of skills, because normally in the other races it would be basically about who was the best driver, but now we have boats, helicopters, planes, and cars, and I highly doubt the MLG driver, the best driver in the game, is also going to be the best pilot. And they were getting the upper hand on me when we were doing the scooters, but when it came to the jets, when it came to the Molotovs, I gained the lead here. I was the better pilot. I fly the Molotov a lot. I'm used to the Molotov. I know how this thing handles, and I got ahead of them quick. And I'm actually able to end up getting in first place. I win the race because of my flying skills right there. So what is good about these races is that if there's a really good driver, but then he gets into a plane and he doesn't know how to fly, he's not a great pilot, the other driver that might not have been a good driver but's a good pilot then has a chance to catch up and has a chance to turn the race around. So it's not just about who's the best driver in these races. The pay on these races isn't bad also, because it's right now it's double money and double RP, so I highly suggest you guys give them a try these races out. Might as well take advantage of the double money and double RP even if you don't like the races. But what I will say is I'm predicting that this game mode is going to die. This game mode is going to die really quick. It's the same thing that's going to happen with the special vehicle races, because when the special vehicle races came out, the Ruiner, the Blazer Aqua, those races, they were fun at first. A lot of people were grinding them, playing them, and then when the double money and double RP ended, guess what happened? The races also died down and became empty, abandoned. And that's exactly what I'm predicting is going to happen. This Rockstar works to put in these game modes, but then very few people end up playing them. So what I am predicting is going to happen, I'm predicting that for this week, people are going to be playing it. They're going to enjoy it. They're going to enjoy the double money, and they're going to enjoy the double RP. But then this thing is going to quickly die down. And the pay is good while it's on double money and double RP. And if you're playing, the more people you play with, the more money you're going to get from these races. But when double money and double RP ends, it's not really going to be worth it. I could have easily done a VIP work in between. I could have easily be grinding for my business, collecting crates, selling something. The list just goes on and on. And you get around 20,000, and that's if you win first place in the race, in a full race. So in a full lobby, you'll get around 20,000 if you win first place, and that's not counting with double money and double RP. That's around if it doesn't have double money. If it does have double money, it's gonna be around 40 grand. So again, why would you waste so much time, and you have to win first place when you could do so many other things in between? So when it comes down to it, it's the only people that are gonna be playing these races are gonna be the people who want to have fun, who enjoy racing. People aren't going to be doing these races to get money to rank up because they're not going to be a credible source of income. So I guess that's my 2 cents on this. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I wanted to do a vehicle review. I really wanted a new vehicle to come out today. Unfortunately, it didn't. But I told you guys I would do a little bit of a review on this race. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.